Good day, John. Dexter here with your Cedar Creek Cottage walkthrough. So, we're gonna just start going around this guy nice and slow, and we're just gonna do the exterior, and then we're gonna go around and we're gonna do the bins on the outside. So that's kind of our first stages here. Got that big beautiful window fixed. Alrighty, we have this bin on the back, and we can see our hot water tank. There's our crank for our jacks. Here is our hot water tank. And here's our side bin here with our 50 amp power cord, our tools for our central vac, a 30 amp to 50 amp, and 15 to 110, and your water pressure regulator. In here is our water pump and our hydraulic motor. So on this hydraulic motor, in the event that you need to be bringing the slides in or out and the motor fails and whatnot, this is a service panel here you can access to use a drill in order to open and close your slides via the drill instead of the pump. Here we have our city water connection. That's where you're going to be tied into. Here we have our fresh water connection. That's where we would tie in to fill the tank. And then down here we have our black tank dump, black tank flush, sorry. And here is our outlet. And then we're gonna have a stabilizer there. And we're going to have our 50 amp power hookup here. We're going to have a hookup for our cable and satellite and everything right here. This is our furnace exhaust. Another stabilizer there. And our low point drains right down here. We have another stabilizer there. And we're gonna have access to propane here on that little faucet there. We're gonna have another stabilizer jack here. Another stabilizer jack there. Our fold-up steps so we can build a deck. Tandem axle. On this side here, we're gonna have 110 outlets. And this is a cable hookup here. Dual outside speakers. We have another stabilizer here. And finally, our last stabilizer here. Excellent. Let's head in. Look at that big, beautiful awning. All right, let's take a look at the inside. Boom! King master bedroom. All right, we have our cadet heater there on the wall. We have spot for CPAP machines there on the side of the beds, or you can use them for waters, whatever you decide. We then have our nice big master closet, washer dryer prep in our cupboard here, and then all of our nice beautiful cabinetry throughout. TV in the bedroom working great. With remote in the drawer. Light switches in here control the lights up top, and then the lights down below there. The lights on your bedside are controlled by push buttons in the center. As we come into the main room here, we're gonna pause at our bathroom. We're gonna take a look in here. Here's our nice, beautiful big shower. We have some mood lighting as well in here. So that's for that switch there. And then we're going to have our fantastic fan right up here. That guy there is going to be your best friend when it comes to any condensation. You're going to want to have this guy on at 50% or higher when showering in here, just to help keep the condensation out of your home. And this is how it's controlled. So this guy right here, it's on manual right now. However, you can switch it over to auto. I just turned it off, so we'll be watching it close here. So then it closes and then shuts off. And then to get it over to auto, I do believe we press and hold. We press the temperature button. We're learning together, I guess, today. So we press our temperature button, and then it will run auto based on what temperature you're looking for. And then you can close your button by pressing that, and then it's going to close. And when it closes, it shuts itself off. And then you're going to have your other light switch for your main lights up top. Perfect. And down here, we have a travel lock. So you place that there when it's in travel so the door doesn't swing around. All right, look at this. We have our nice, magnificent window coverings here. They're ran by a nice little rod off the side. You spin them, they open, and then you grab this rod and you can push, 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 and pushes them off to the side. All right, we're gonna take a look at this awning as we bring this thing in. Excellent. And we have access to our panel here. So this is gonna run your fan in the main living room here, which the blades come off for travel on this one due to the placement of the fan. So you will have to install those. I'll show you that in a minute. Then we are going to have our fresh tank, our black tank, our gray tank, and our second gray tank all is empty. We're gonna have light switches in here, awning lights on here, and then this is where you bring your slides in and out, and this is a disconnect for your slide. So if this is off, you press this button, nothing happens, but when this button's on, things are gonna happen. And here's our awning switch. That's all behind this middle cabinet. On the side here, we're going to have our thermostat and another fantastic fan control. And this little light switch here controls the mood lighting up there. See that? Look at that. We have a refrigerator. This guy here will spin out when you get it home. That's there for safety for travel. King Wi-Fi router extender. We talked about that when you were here. We're going to have 2 sets of keys. In this guy also, it's going to have a smoke detector up here for safety. And then we're gonna have a fire extinguisher there for safety. And last but not least, we're gonna have our CO2 monitor, or carbon monoxide monitor. And there it is there. Right there for safety. Here we have our gas stove. This guy here is going to work just like a gas stove at home. So you're going to have your knobs here. When you press them in, you're going to hear a click, click, click sound. So that click, click, click sound is going to be your igniter. So once you get the gas turned on and you press and hold this, you'll get flame. I don't have gas on this guy currently, so that's why we didn't get any flame. And then that's gonna be how you operate your oven, is the instructions right here on the stovetop. In here we have a convection microwave, so who knows how much you're gonna use your oven when you can do all your browning in your microwave. Our nice small TV here that we're looking at putting in that big one that you want. I remember talking about that guy. So this will get you by until you do that. And there it's on, it's working, and there we go, we turned it off. And then we're gonna have our stereo system down here. This stereo system is going to have 2 zones on it. So zones 1 and 2. Here are the fan blades and all the screws for the fan blades so that you can install them when you get this guy home. They will go right up here. And then we're gonna have our fireplace. This guy here has a power button, the lights, the temperature, and then more lights on this guy. Nice, beautiful little crystals in there. Your hide-a-bed sofa. And then our power reclining chairs. So we'll operate this side here. Look at that. In and out. And we'll operate this side here. Out and in. Down here is where we're gonna plug our central vac hose and equipment into, so we can do some cleaning in this girl here. And this is where we're gonna have access to it all to change the bag out in the back here. And a little power switch. Then we have our dishwasher. And oh, would you look at that? They've tested it. It's got a little bit of water in there. So they made sure it's working great for you. All right, well, that wraps up our walkthrough. Here's your beautiful unit, and I'll send you a document. Thank you kindly for working with us here at Rangeland Red Deer. Let's get this thing to you so you have a home. Happy living, my friend.